Good morning, students. This is Hare Krishna, working as an assistant professor in computer science department. Today, we're going to start a new lecture in formal language automata theory. In this lecture, we're discussing about the deterministic finite automata. Actually, deterministic finite automata is a mathematical model consisting of five tuple. Those are Q, sigma, delta, Q naught, F. Q is the finite set of states. Sigma is the input alphabets. Q naught is the initial state and F is the final state. The major important thing is the delta. Delta is a transition function. Delta from Q into sigma to capital Q. Okay, so this is called the transition diagram. So the delta can be represented either a transition diagram or a transition table. So how? So these are the properties, different properties of the deterministic finite automata. So DFA, there is only one path for a specific input from the current state to next state. So majorly the delta is changes from one particular state to one particular state, the current state to next state. Okay, then the graphical representation of the DFA can be represented as a so like a directed graphs is called the state diagrams. The state is represented as a vertices. The initial state is marked with an arrow. So this is called as an initial state here. This is called as an initial state, which is represented as an arrow mark with a vertex, and the final state represented as a double circles. Okay. So suppose let us take an example of the deterministic finite automata Q, capital Q. Here Q is the finite non-empty set of state. In this, we are taking three states are there. One is called Q0, Q1, and Q2. Sigma is the input alphabets 0 and 1, and this is called the initial state. The initial state started or starting state. So this is represented as a single arrow with a vertex, and F is the final state. Final state represented as a Q2. So this is the delta can be represented this is called a transition diagram, and this is called a transition table. Just like a transition table should be written using the transition diagram. If Q0 is 0, it reaches Q0. If Q0 is 0, input 0, it reaches Q0. If Q0 is 1, it reaches Q1. If Q1 is 0, it reaches Q2. So that is the final state. So what type of long way should be accepted by this machine? The long way should be written in the form of like the starting input value is either 0 or 1. Okay, 0, 1, 0 type of long way should be accepted, or we are using n number of zeros 1 or n number of ones 0. So every string should be have definitely 1 0. It is a combination of 1 0. So that type of string should be accepted by this machine. So here let us take the example 2. In DFA, sigma equal to 0 and 1 accept all strings starting with 0. All strings starting with 0 type of long way should be accepted by this machine. Let us take here Q0. You have to give the 0 input, definitely 0, it reaches the final state. So after that we are using 0 n number of zeros or n number of ones, but the initial input value should be a 0. If suppose the long way starting with 1, so it reaches a dead state. So that type of strings is not accepted by this machine. This machine should accept only the starting string should be a starting alphabet should be a 0, and rest of alphabets any one, either zeros or ones. So that type of string should be accepted by this machine. So this is called the explanation about this machine. Like this is called the deterministic finite automata. So the major important thing is in deterministic finite automata, delta, it reaches from one particular state to one particular state. right? Now we are entering into a non-deterministic finite automata. So what is mean by non-deterministic finite automata? So the non-deterministic finite automata, again we are having the what are the tuples in the deterministic finite automata? The same tuples are in the non-deterministic finite automata, except the slight change of delta. So here delta is a transition function. It changes from one particular state to number of states. So suppose we have to give an input value to one state, so that input value should be reaches n number of states. But in the deterministic finite automata, it reaches only one state. So again, what are the parameters are there in the deterministic finite automata? The same parameters are also there in a non-deterministic finite automata, except the delta. Delta should be different in deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. So here in the non-deterministic finite automata, suppose let us take see the example in the non-deterministic finite automata. Here Q having three states are there: Q0, Q1, Q2, and sigma. Alphabets initial state is Q0 and final state is Q2. Suppose see the difference in non-deterministic finite automata. Once we have to give the 0, it reaches Q0 as well as Q1. But see in the deterministic finite automata, suppose we have to give a 0, it reaches only Q1, not in any other state. So that is the difference in the deterministic and non-deterministic finite automata. So here, so in the non-deterministic finite automata, epsilons are accepted here, but the deterministic automata, epsilon states are not accepted. So here again the final state is also using the double circles. Suppose Q0 is 0, it reaches the Q1 and it reaches the Q0. Q1 is 0, it reaches Q2. Suppose Q2 is 0, it reaches Q2. The Q2 is 1, it reaches Q2 and as well as Q1. So this is called the same input should be reached different states. So that is the difference between deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic. Here deterministic finite automata Q0 is reaches only one state, not for the multiple states. So this is the, suppose let us take an example in the non-deterministic finite automata. Delta sigma is equal to 0, 1, accept all strings with 0 and 1. So all strings with 0 and 1. So see here, suppose we are giving the 0 in the input in the initial state, it reaches Q1. 1 it reaches Q2. So here again in Q2, again we have to give, but the starting with 0 and 1. It is a combination of 0, 1 input should be accepted this non-deterministic finite automata. So suppose let us take Q0 is 0, it reaches Q1, Q0 is 1, but the starting should be a 0. So 0, 1 is a substring of this non-deterministic finite automata, right? So I think I hope to understand about the deterministic finite automata as well as non-deterministic finite automata. The rest of the topic should be explained in the next lectures. Keep watching. Thank you.